I have a new backpack and I want to chat to you about it and give it a little bit of a review because I've taken it out now a couple of times and I feel that I've done enough with it to have a chat and give my view of this backpack. So first things first, is Osprey. It's the Aether. It's the Aether 60 AG. There you go, Osprey Aether 60 AG. So it's a 60 litre pack. I got this because I was after another new overnight pack. So a friend of mine, we got together and we did a trip. We went from Poole all the way down to Weymouth. We spent like 3 nights just walking along the south coast. We did that very recently and I haven't done a video yet on that, so that will be coming soon. But this is the pack that I got for it, and I wanted to use that trip to test run it, really. So let's talk a little bit about this pack. 60 litres, and it's made by Osprey. I've gone for green. I like green. My background is in the military, so I quite like earthy colours. So on the outside, we've got plenty of straps for adjustments. This front pouch, if you undo this, you've got like this front pouch here, which I found very useful. I tend to put like my waterproof jacket and trousers in there because it's easily accessible, and if it starts raining then I can just dive into that, get my waterproof trousers out, get my waterproof jacket, put them on, nice and easy. On the front here we've got a couple of compression straps just to really sort of tighten everything in. On the sides you've got 2 side pouches. Easily big enough to put a water bottle in there, like a good sized water bottle will fit in there, and anything else that you want to do in there. But for me, it was always about having the water on the outside, easily accessible. On the sides here, you've got more compression straps just to cinch everything in nice and tight. On the left hand side, you've got this side zip. It's quite common in a lot of backpacks. Got this side zip. Do excuse the pillow. I've put a couple of pillows in there just to puff it out for this video. So you've got a side zip. You can just get your hand right in there and get something out that might be down in the bottom, so you don't have to get everything out. You can just easily access it there. On the front here, you've got some little elasticated gear loops. So you could attach some walking axes, things like that. Your walking poles. So this backpack actually comes with an attachment. You can see here, an attachment there, an attachment on the arm strap, and you can actually attach the your walking poles onto that and into there, and that's very handy. So if you start doing any scrambling or anything like that, you can get rid of your poles, but they're still close to hand. You don't have to strap them onto your backpack and then take your backpack off to then get them back out. So that's quite handy. Hip belts. We're going to talk a little bit more about the hip belts in a minute because there's something cool that Osprey do for this. Now the hip belts, they come with these pouches. I mean, I can get my whole fist in there. So both of those, they're great for putting your torch, a pocket knife, a lighter, or in my case, a lot of snack bars. You can put your Haribo, whatever. So I like to just keep a few little snacks in the hip belts. On the back here, you've got this thing that they call the anti-gravity system. All that means is that you get this super comfortable back sort of mesh. I don't know if you can see that. There's like this mesh. There we go. That's a good view. And it really nicely keeps the backpack away from your back. So you get this nice, cool airflow coming through there, which it just stops all your back from getting all sweaty. But if we look around the hips there, you've got all this mesh all the way around. And I tell you what, it is super comfortable. Almost to the point that when the backpack was loaded up and I was walking along, it just had this nice little spring to it. Yeah, super comfortable, really, really good. Now let's talk about these hip belts. I haven't had it done yet because I didn't buy it directly from Osprey, but if you take this to an Osprey dealer, what they can do is they can get these hip belts heat molded. Now, I don't know whether you can do it yourself with like a hairdryer or something. There's probably something on YouTube for it. But so they can actually heat them up, and you put it on, and then it will mold to your hips, and it will just stay like that. So I'm definitely interested in that, and if I do find somewhere near me that can do that, then I'll do another video. But these hip belts, I mean, they are super wide, and they've got, I mean, look at that padding. There is some really good thick padding on that. And the straps and the buckles, I mean, it's Osprey. You pay for what you get. They're super comfortable. They come round, and I tell you what, as soon as you've got any weight on, it straps in, and it just sits on there. Absolutely lovely. Really impressed with the hip belts. Super comfortable. So a little bit more before we go on the inside. Okay, in here, I don't know if you can quite see, you got like this little section in here. You got a little label for H2O. What you can do is directly on the outside is you can put like your Camelback or a water bladder, and you can actually slot that down in there and then just filter the tube up either on the right or the left hand side. You've got these elastic straps here, and so you can just drink on the move. All right, the top lid in the top here, rain cover, self-explanatory. And then here we've got another lid, loads and loads of room for putting all your, I don't know, if you want to put GPS, your phone, your wallet, your car keys, you can do whatever. So the top lid. Inside here, another pouch. This one's not huge, okay, but it's big enough. Maybe you could just put like a little first aid kit in there. Right, let's talk about this top bit. You can actually detach this top flap and have it as just a little backpack to take out. And the way we do that is on the back here. Those, you've got one either side. All you can do is undo it. I'm making it look harder than it actually is. So you can undo it, take the whole lid off, extend these, both sides, and it's just like a little grab bag. You could. Do you get what I mean? All right, I'm guessing you could probably like cross them over. It's like a little shoulder bag, and inside that, I mean, you could put a waterproof jacket. You could put some snack bars. So if you're at like a base camp type thing, and you just wanted to just head up to that little hill up there, sunset, take a coffee, things like that. That's an option, definitely, to take out. Now, what you're left with is this flap on the top. And in here, you've got these buckles that just fold out on both sides. They come through. And clip it into the same straps as the top lid did. So you still have a lid going over if you were to detach this. So that's a pretty cool little feature. If I'm honest with you, I don't know if I'm ever going to use it, and I haven't used it, but it's there if you need to. It's there if you need to. And I like that. So inside, loads and loads of room. Okay, loads of room in there. When I did my 4-day hike with 3 nights out, I had a 2-person tent, I had a sleeping bag, I had a spare change of clothes, I had food, I had water, I took other luxury items. I had Kindles, I had battery packs, I had some camera gear. Everything fit in here perfectly. So for me, 60 litres was more than enough. You do have an extra little side bit in there if you wanted to separate stuff. Okay, if we were to open up the bottom, see here, you've got like this bottom section here. It's very common in most backpacks. And you've got this little flap that you can detach to make it all one complete compartment inside. Or you can keep this flap going across to create two different compartments. So if you wanted to put things in the bottom end and you know, put the flap going across the top, it just means that you can get stuff out of that without the stuff at the top falling into the bottom of your pack. My main gripe about this backpack, and to be fair, there isn't that many, is this. Maybe it's just me, but I really like when backpacks stand up, you know, and you're at your campground or whatever, and you're getting stuff in, and it just stands there nicely. I mean, if the top lid is weighty and it's coming over, then that will help a little bit. But this backpack is not one of those ones that stands up on its own. And if that is the main gripe, then I think we're onto a winner. So there we have it, the Osprey Aether 60 AG. 60 litres I think is more than enough for multi-day hiking. Even in winter conditions, I think that you're going to be fine with it. There's plenty of loops on the outside to strap extra bits and pieces to it. It's super comfortable. Like I mentioned about the hip belts, I am going to get those done as soon as I find a local stockist that they can get it done. I think that would be really cool. But yeah, that anti-gravity system, as they call it, superb. Love the colour. It is made by Osprey, so it's not the cheapest. It's not the cheapest. I think you can get some like just over £140, and some people are selling it, you know, up of £180. Especially at the moment with restrictions on travel, everybody's, you know, going on holidays in the UK. So people are buying a lot of camping gear, and it's putting the prices up. But it is going to last many, many years, this. So I'm happy with that. I've now got my overnight pack sorted. So yeah, any questions on this backpack, then do leave in the comments below, and I will be sure to answer them. And yeah, anyway, take care guys, get out there, get camping, get out in those hills, and I will see you soon in the next video. Take care.